what it is. We back. They like, but yo, I've been telling y'all. I've been talking about the agenda that's being pushed on black women for a while, man. It's happening on multiple angles, man. They doing it. They doing it through music. They doing it with these interviews. You know, entertainment has always been like one of the driving force of propaganda. You know, like how they push gangsta rap on black men, and turned the world against black men by creating a perception that all black men was gangsters. You know, that's the perception that was created. Even though we know that's not true. We know that's a small percentage. It's a small percentage of people that's in the streets. But when your timeline is saturated, or the news is saturated with black men committing violence, most people is gonna adopt the mentality, you know, towards a certain demographic or a certain group of people. One of the things that always been a issue in this country was the black family. For the longest time, yo, the black family has been the staple of the community. You know, it's been a stronghold. Now we know back in the '80s and the '90s, it was an agenda to separate the black family. They did a good job doing it. How else can you explain in the '60s, two-parent households was at almost 70%, and from the '60s to the '90s, it dropped down to 30-something%. Yo, that is major. In 30 years, man. Now everybody's situation did that. You know, every demographic family did that, but there isn't a demographic that dropped 30%. That's ridiculous. And demographic that dropped 30%. So one of the things that Kevin Samuels used to talk about was he used to talk about black women was home wreckers. They wrecked their own homes. Y'all remember that? Y'all who used to watch Kevin Samuels? And part of the way they did this was through delusion, you know, unrealistic expectations. So like I said, yo, it's a play being ran on black women right now, man, and it's coming from Zeus Network. You know, it's coming from these rappers, the gangster girls, the Sexy Reds, the Cardi B's. You understand? The Young Miamis. It's all of them. So Summer Walker did an interview a couple days ago, right? And I've been seeing clips of it. Yo, but the clip that I seen yesterday, I said, yo, god damn, I gotta speak on this shit. So Complex is ran by a Jewish guy. And the crazy thing about this show, this propaganda that's been ran on black people, if y'all familiar with Hitler, right? And the Holocaust, right? One of the ways that Hitler turned everybody, the Germans, against the Jews was through propaganda. Like, propaganda has always been a means to turn a group of people against another group of people. You understand what I'm saying? So we know who runs the media. And it's just crazy, yo, that the same people that's running the media now and running a propaganda machine on black people now are the same people that complain that propaganda was ran on them. It's crazy as motherfucker when you think about it. But how else would you pull? How else would you pull it off? You know, how else would you know that this tool works if you haven't had it ran on you first? But let me show y'all this interview. Look at this shit. Yo, Summer Walker's on this bitch sounding completely crazy.
How about we try a guided meditation? Find a comfortable position sitting or lying down, and gently close your eyes. Picture yourself in your happy place, and get ready to move beyond your physical self.
Wait, can you make the words rhyme like it's an R&B song?
Yeah, I wouldn't even been a part of nothing like this. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, this interview and the rhetoric that was coming out this girl's mouth throughout this interview is fucking disgusting. Hey, yo, is we clear? Yo, I wouldn't even, yo, but see, he's not in control. You know, he's working for somebody. You gotta be wary of these people that work for other companies and the message that they put out. If I done this interview on my platform, this shit would never see the light of day. Yo, that's how bad it was. And the crazy thing about it, yo, these people, and the crazy thing about it, yo, they don't even be believing this shit. You understand? Summer Walker, from what I understand, she got 4 kids by 4 different men. And she gets up on here and say things like, you don't supposed to be in a relationship with men. You just supposed to, you go get what you can get out of them. Like, yo, total bullshit, right? Similar to what Snoop Dogg did. You understand? And it's like, I told y'all, black sellouts is the biggest problem. Has been, historically, the biggest problem in the black community. It's the sellouts, man. The black ones. Not the Vlads, not the Adams. It's the black sellouts, man. Shit Malcolm X always talked about. Yo. I would have never aired this. I wouldn't, like, this would never came out. That's how I listen to this shit, though, man. It's crazy. And like I was saying with Snoop Dogg, when Snoop Dogg was just on a platform talking about love is love, and it don't matter if it's 2 guys or 2 girls, we just want to show the kids that love is love. Like, yo, what the fuck is you talking about, Snoop? Like, yo, if you felt this way, Snoop, if that's how if you really thought like this, yo, you should have said that shit in the 90s, bro. You know what I mean? If Snoop really thought that love is love, and it don't matter if it's 2 guys in the house that's raising the kids or 2 girls, or, you understand? Yo, you've been around since, what, early 90s? Why the fuck it take you to 2025 to say some shit like that, bro? Yo, these people are paid to say things that they don't necessarily believe. It's all about agenda. We just was talking about Krishan Rock the other day, and how and the things she's talking about Zeus and the storylines is being ran. And, you understand? Being forced to say things that's not necessarily true. But the problem is the average viewer doesn't know that. The average viewer don't know that they just talking. The average viewer thinks that this person believes what they're saying. But no, yo, they just paid to push a narrative, man. And what's going on right now, it's the narrative being pushed on black women, that they ghetto, that they rude, that they disrespectful, that they that it's okay to use men. You know, it's a lot going on all at once. It's hard to keep up with if you're not paying attention.
Visualize your space. The city sounds are thin. See the door to your sanctuary, then gently step on in. The city sounds grow still and ease. See the door. Step through and enter if you please.
Hit it off so well. And
It's pink.
oh, you remember that? Great memory. What a lot of people don't know is we actually go way back.
To said yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we met yesterday, and I just felt like we just hit it off so well. And now here we are with a room full of people and cameras recording us.
It's a beautiful moment.
It's been a hell of a ride getting here, I'll tell you that much. Everybody knows you, one of your passions is like doing interviews and having conversations on camera. How long has this been a passion of yours?
Shit, how does he? Oh, can we cuss?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We want you to be your true self. The version of you that loves doing interviews. How long has it been a passion of yours?
Since yesterday. Yep.
Since you found out that we were doing this one?
Yes, since I found out that we were doing it. And now I'm just so excited. It's just oozing out of my pores.
Oh no, that's like I said yesterday, I could tell like as soon as we got in the vicinity of you, I was like, oh,
You
she's
can feel
excited.
it, yeah. I woke up this morning like ready.
Pumped.
Pumped.
Put your best fit on and makeup and hair, and now here we are.
Here we are.
Lucky us. Well, let's talk about the journey of Summer Walker from the beginning. What were you like as a kid? What was young Summer Walker like?
I don't give a
Very
fuck about no young
quiet,
Summer
the
Walker.
same.
Quiet?
Hmm
Well, that's surprising.
Yeah, my mom said I didn't really fuck with that shit was hilarious.
And you won $700 in total?
I think it was like 7,
That's not bad.
5 or 7
That's either way, it's good
Yeah.
money. Congratulations on the victory.
things.
No problem.
She proud on there, write her
Yeah.
own music.
You are very open
That's
about
another thing too. Y'all always tell y'all about these writers, man. The writers are the real issue. Who the fuck? A lot of time we don't need no people writing this shit. All right, let's start right here. I ain't trying to hear all that other shit she talking.
I'm talking to the people who want to play. Care?
Where's she from?
But why you had to shit on me like that, man?
All out like hella bread. Like my mama got a purse, my nanny got a purse, my assistant got a purse, my best friend got a purse, all my kids, they got the good Nikes, all the shit. Why are you laughing?
Yeah, that's so funny because, like, yeah, most of the time, people who have fake items are not so, like, you know what, fuck it, it's fake, you know? Normally, people try to hide that, like, oh, yeah,
I
this...
don't give a fuck because I understand what's really important in life. You think I give a fuck about some bags? My fucking house is huge. I live in a mansion. I have 5 cars. I have actually 3 houses all paid off. Everything is paid off, babe. So while y'all
Where's she
sitting
from?
around here, your Gucci and your Louis and your Prada living in an apartment, I
Where's
don't
Summer
care.
Walker from?
Summer Walker was
But why you had to shit on me like that, man? Like, what I ever do to you,
No, it's
you know?
not
Like,
you. It's
damn.
for the people that want to play. Like, oh, her bag fake. Okay, bitch. But where do you live?
So you
Who
think you're better
cares?
than me is what you said?
No, I don't think
Nah,
I'm
that
better
was a
than you.
personal attack.
You're not talking shit to me. Are you talking shit to me?
Never.
Then it wasn't directed to you.
Okay.
Will it hit Dog Holland?
Sometimes. I think in this case, yes.
I wasn't talking to you.
Okay, thank God.
I'm talking to the people who want to play.
I noticed that on your Instagram in the bio it says retired lover girl.
Yeah, I'm a retired lover girl. I'm
What
done.
does that mean?
I don't date for love anymore.
Effective when?
Effective
Immediately?
months ago.
Ah.
Look,
Yeah.
look, you see how she couldn't even answer the question. Yo, this is not. These are lies, yo. Look at her face when he said effective when. Months ago, bitch, you just fucking with Rico Reckless. This girl just was running around with Rico Reckless, man. A motherfucking failed drill rapper. Now, now she a retired lover girl effective months ago. Bitch, stop lying. Somebody paid you to put that in your bio.
What does that mean?
I don't date for love anymore.
Look at her
Effective when?
face. This how you can tell when the motherfucking lying. Look at her eyes when he said effective when.
I'm talking to the people who want to play.
This is,
I noticed that on your Instagram in the bio it says retired
look at her
lover girl.
eyes.
Yeah, I'm a retired lover girl. I'm
What
done.
does that mean?
I don't date for love anymore.
Effective when?
Effective
Immediately?
months ago.
Ah.
Yeah.
How's it been going for you?
It's been great. It's been great. It's really crazy how if you just change your standards, the amount of shit that you'll get.
Expand on that. What? That felt cryptic. What? Like physical items that you're getting?
Everything. Like when you really have to just teach people how to treat you. And I used to just think like, well, if I'm sweet, then you'll be sweet to me. Like if I'm giving you respect, you'll give respect to me. But the nice girl thing really doesn't work for not even just men, anybody. So when you come in and you kind of give a little bit, just a little bit, and you really have strong boundaries and demand what you want, the floodgates will just open. Like you will just.
Yo, what the fuck does that even mean? Yo, cause I need a female to explain. What did she just say? Like, yo, they literally just be on this bitch just talking, and people agrees with that shit. You know, a lot of one thing I learned about women, right, and the agenda that's been, as long as you tend to their emotional side, your women going back. When other women attend to the emotional traumas of other women, there's gonna be a group of women that rally behind this shit. And it's all based off of their own personal experiences. Like, yo, you can't put your personal experience as anybody on to the next person. You understand what I'm saying? Especially when it comes down to relationship. That's completely up to you and who you decide to be with. Yeah, man, you are completely in control of the people you allow around you. You understand? And the people, and you said men do the same. No, this is delusion. Listen to some of the things that she's saying. Men not delusional. For the most part, yo, men is not the ones that's leaving women nowadays. Sweet stuff. This ain't like the 80s and the 90s. Men aren't the one leaving relationships. It's the women. See, this the thing, y'all. See, you must have just got in here. Right now, it is an agenda. It's an agenda being ran on black women. Sweet stuff. That's what's going on. Like the agenda that was ran on black men. You know, like the thug image that was placed on all black men. Right now, there's an agenda being placed on black women. You understand? That's why you got Sexy Red. That's why she's a thing. You know, that's why she one of the biggest rappers. That's where you get the Cardi B's. You get the, the Meg Thee Stallions. The, who else? The motherfucking, fuck that girl name is. Young Miami. You understand what I'm saying? Listen to the music that they putting out. These women are talking about a very small group of guys. You feel me? But it's being presented like it's all men. You understand? Just like they did to the black man. It was a small group of guys, still is, that's committing crimes out here in the streets. But the image get placed on all black men. You said it come from what? No, the problem is we got to start falling for these agendas. I don't think she believes what she's saying. Just like how you had Sierra and Beyonce back in the day talking about single ladies and all that shit. And look at both, they both married. Yo. You must not understand what I'm saying, whatever your name is. What I'm saying is they're using a small group of women to classify the rest. Just like they did a small group of men. I'm telling you that this shit is a lie. You understand? They used a small group of men to classify the entire group. This is the same thing that they're doing now with the women. Do you understand that? Like, oh, come on, you gotta keep up, y'all. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Niggas will roll out the red carpet. Like, I was like, damn. I'm the same bitch. Like, this is how y'all could have been treating me? That's crazy.
What has been the red carpet experience that you've gotten thus far?
Just like respect. Like, don't talk to me crazy. Don't fucking call me out of my name. Don't like have bitches bothering me. Just really elaborate, like really nice dates and trips and like gifts and bags and jewelry, and without even
Listen to what she's saying. Yo, what's the percentage of the guys in America that can even accommodate those things? Bags, trips, jewelry. Like, oh, she's speaking about a small percentage of guys. Small percentage. But what's happening right now is you got damn near every female and you got a large percentage of females that's looking for this small percentage of guys, right? And the small percentage of guys knows this. So what happens? What happens if you know that you are in the upper echelon of guys that all the women is looking for? You're gonna treat women a certain type of way because you know what they there for. They not there. She said she's not looking for love. You understand? She's just there for a good time. So as a man, if you know that these women are just there for a good time, how the fuck is you gonna treat them? So by her having these standards, she's setting herself up for fucking failure. She's setting herself up for failure. Listen, this is what she's saying. It ain't even 10%. It's really 1%. I don't do no red pill, blue pill. I don't know nothing about none of that shit. Because I just explained to you what the failure is. These guys know what you're there for. They know you're there for the money. They know you're there for the good time. So, Benzo, as a man, knowing that, they're less likely going to treat you with the respect that you think that you deserve.
and having to do shit. I don't even gotta fuck. Like, I don't care what nobody says. All that, oh, we want a submissive, sweet. No, y'all don't. I swear I was that for so long, and I got shitted on. They will not give you the respect you deserve.
You see what she do? She characterized it. Her relationship and her life experiences and put it on everybody. Yo, I don't disrespect women. I don't know nothing about that shit. Listen to what she just said again. Yo, know what men want? Peace. That's it. That's it and that's all. Men want peace, man. It ain't about how much money you got. It ain't really about none of that shit. It's about peace. Less arguments. Who's most men? Yo, I don't know any abusive men. Abusive like what? Mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, I just think, yo, women got to get better at choosing men. You feel me? Like, it ain't most men are abusive. Most men ain't abusive. Like, what? Like, I ain't never put my hands on no fucking woman. You feel me? So, I don't deal with guys, like, far as my homeboys that put hands on women. I would know, man. We talk. You know, these conversations come up often. You know what I mean? Because of the irrationale of today's women. The irrational. The illogical. A lot of this shit is based off of delusion.
That for so long, and I got shitted on. They will not give you the respect you deserve.
You know, generally they say treat others how you'd like to be treated.
That's what I thought.
But maybe we've all been living a lie.
Yeah, we are living a lie. You treat people nice, they will spit on you.
Shall I switch up? Maybe I should.
You should. It's her talking about something. Yeah. No, it's true.
So, nice women finish last, is what you're saying.
Yes. Oh my God, it was all a lie. My parents never told me. But now that's okay. I'm gonna make sure my daughter know.
Do you feel like this is now a new lifelong commitment? Will you ever return to nice girl summer?
No, hell.
So you'll never be like sweet and
Absolutely
nice.
not. Get you nowhere.
You said before my love couldn't be bought, but now that's all I want.
Yes.
This is a lyric on your
Open
new song.
up that wallet. Open it.
She probably didn't write that shit, man. Who the fuck writes for her? A lot of them don't even write this stuff, y'all. Yeah, Summer Walker has writers.
I get so excited.
So now,
where we going, what we doing.
do you mind if the love that's being bought for you is fake items?
I do. Don't bring me no fake shit.
Why?
I can.
You had no issue with buying fake shit for other people.
Because I have to know that you're sitting up at night calculating your finances on how you're going to recover because you outdid yourself.
Yo,
Yes.
listen to this shit, man. Hey, sweet stuff. You agree with this? Yo, let me tell you something, right? And I don't even agree with this, but let me tell you something. Yo, this mindset, I'm about to be as real as I can with women. Yo, this mindset, and I'm not saying I agree with it because I think it's goofy, but this is why you got situations like this. Let me show you something. Let me show y'all something. This mindset creates this type of situation. Let me show y'all something. Shit. All right. Fuck is that shit at? That ain't it. Kevin Gates a clown. What's up with his ass? Hey, where the fuck is that shit at? I know I saved it. I wanted to go back to it in case I ever had to talk about it. It ain't that far down. Hold on. Are y'all familiar with that shit that happened in Philadelphia? With a guy got locked up, left the girl with all his money, and she flipped his money, and when he came home, she shitted on him. Y'all familiar with that situation? Oh, I see that shit, man. There you go. Y'all familiar with this?
They told her to give him back what was his and move on with her life. But Tiffany had gotten too comfortable with the lifestyle his money provided. She wasn't giving up anything. Meanwhile, Armand was...
Hey, sweet stuff. That's the thing you said I agree with. That is a problem. The issue is regular people compare their lives to celebrities. That is a fact.
Getting more desperate and more dangerous. He had been released from prison with nothing. No money, no property, no business to return to. The woman who was supposed to hold everything down for him had left him completely broken. And every day, he had to watch her celebrate the life she had built by destroying his. The threats started coming through third parties. People who knew both Armand and Tiffany were trying to warn her that she was pushing a dangerous man to his absolute limit. But Tiffany wasn't backing down. If anything, she seemed to be enjoying the power she held over him. She had everything. He had nothing. And she was making sure he knew it every single day. Audio recordings surfaced of Armand completely losing his mind, and these messages revealed just how far over the edge this situation had pushed him.
I step on it because I look at you different. Why the fuck you worry about my baby mom? I don't give it. Yo, if you ever was to talk to her, she'll tell you that.
I would never talk to her. She's never been on my level. She ain't the fuck nothing to me. And she never been in my circle. She never been around that and know that.
And you've been bringing it up. So now I'm gonna give you what you want. To touch you again. I'm never physically gonna hurt you. You mad? I'm blowing this on everything I love. I'm going back to prison.
Prison didn't scare him anymore because she had already taken everything that mattered. But Tiffany kept pushing. More posts, more celebrations, more flaunting of the wealth she had stolen. She was playing Russian roulette with a loaded gun, and everyone around her could see it except her. October 7th, 2023. A regular Thursday afternoon in Philadelphia. Tiffany decides to take her son to get his haircut at a barbershop on the 2500 block of West Lehigh Avenue. Just another routine day in what she thought was her perfectly constructed new life. What Tiffany didn't know was that Armand had been tracking her movements. He knew her routines, knew where she would be, knew when she would be vulnerable. And on this day, he had made his decision. Around 1:45 p.m., witnesses inside the barbershop noticed a man walk through the front door. The atmosphere immediately changed. You could feel the tension in the air as Armand Hilton stepped into the shop, his eyes scanning the room until they landed on Tiffany. She was sitting there with her son, just waiting for a haircut, a normal moment in what she thought was a normal day. But the moment she saw Armand, she knew her past had finally caught up with her. Witnesses later described seeing Tiffany try to shield her son as Armand approached. She knew what was coming. Armand pulled out a gun in front of a barbershop.
I just got you 2 months ago.
Yo, that's how you create these type of situations. This mind frame that she got creates that type of situation. Like, yo, this is idiotic. Even if, yo, sometimes, yo, some things are better left unsaid. Even if this is how you think, yo, you don't broadcast this to the world. You understand what I'm saying? Some things are better left unsaid. Okay, this is how she feel. You can feel this way. You know, you can live like this. But to put this on the whole world, yo, that's out of line. But I don't even believe that she really thinks like this. I think that she's being paid. I think she's being paid to push nonsense.
You're sitting up at night calculating your finances on how you're going to recover because you outdid yourself. Yes.
So you want them to spend?
Yes.
Perhaps go in debt.
And when you go broke, I will leave you.
Ah.
Figure it out.
So you're here to just bleed them dry.
Yes.
As soon as you get...
Listen to that. Yo, imagine that. Imagine you been with a woman for however many years. You getting money. You taking care of her. And the minute you go broke, she leaves. The minute you go broke. This is what I'm saying. So this is how these things are created, man. Yo, that's like, your betrayal is one of the hardest things to deal with. You know, a person can feel betrayed in that situation. And like I said, I don't agree with what Yo did in Philly. But what I'm saying is, every action, there's a reaction. You understand what I'm saying? For every action, there's a reaction. So if your action is to leave when shit go down, some people might reaction is to react, you know? And I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying the mentality that she has and the things that she's saying creates a hazardous situation. You understand? Yo, right, but see, that's the thing, sweet stuff. Right now, that's not what's happening. Right now, it's not black men leaving the family like it used to be. It used to be black men leaving the family. That's not what's going on nowadays. You feel me? It's black women leaving nowadays, man. No, it's not. It's not.
Everything is, you're off. Do you normally seek out the victims, or do they come? Is it inbound calls?
Oh, no. I never chase.
So it's never outbound.
I only attract.
Inbound only.
And if you came and talked to me, that's your fault.
Right, your prerogative. You signed up for this.
Ladies, if you try to ride or die, you will, in fact, die. Don't do that shit no more. You look stupid.
I do want to think, and maybe this is me being optimistic, that not like 100% exclusively that will be the experience.
Black women file for divorce more frequently than black men are more likely to initiate divorce compared to women of other racial groups. These statistics vary across study years. The higher rates is linked to a combination of economic factors, changing cultural norms, and higher rates of marital instability, particularly in couples and income disparities.
You know, maybe there are some good dynamics still left, no?
It could be. I'm not a man hater. I haven't. No, it could be. I'm just going off of realistically what I've seen. I'm not going off of what might be. I'm sure there are plenty of wonderful, loving, great men out here who are like yourself, who are providers and protectors.
Well, now you lost me. Provider?
What? You playing?
No.
You don't provide?
Of course not.
And sweet stuff, it is the same. You know, we can take those numbers and put it to a relationship. If women are divorcing, you know, if women are divorcing at higher rates, then you can just imagine that they leave in relationships that don't end up in marriage at probably even higher rates. You know what I mean?
God is the ultimate provider. He provides.
You
so
don't
hard, dude.
provide?
No, because he does. I don't want to. I'm not trying to. He's the ultimate provider.
And this is why, never mind. Go back to what I said. You see, they'll leave you high and dry, rent not paid, no food in your fridge, no snacks for your kids. Hell no. Do not ride or die.
So what is the relationship status for you right now? I'm assuming single.
Exactly.
And
They leave simply because they're not happy. Listen to some of this shit. I've been sending my man this shit to save it. Your happiness comes and goes, man. You know, you can be happy with a person one day and not happy the next. I've been sending my man this delusional shit for the longest time. Listen to this girl.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is the agenda that's being placed on black women is creating situations. Listen to this shit.
I don't know if it's just me, but in a dating life right now in this age, I don't see me with one nigga. I see me with two niggas, 2 or 3. Like, I don't see me with one nigga telling me cook him eggs and grits and all that. Like, I see me getting in the car with John, riding in the Lamborghini, getting in the car with Steve, riding in the Rolls Royce. Like, I see me talking to 2 different niggas. I see me like 2 different dicks in my ass. Like, that's what I see for me right now in this dating life. I don't want to settle. And it's just like, oh, not because of insecurities or infidelities and stuff. It's like, I feel like it's way more fun dealing with multiple people. I'm at Popeyes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, listen to this delusion, man. Listen to this fucking delusion. Listen to this.
Get in the car with a nigga and we going on a date. We trying to do something and you like, I can't find nowhere to park. You ain't no leader, bro. Why are you expressing to me that you can't find no parking spot? Get out the passenger seat, hoe ass nigga, and let me drive. I'm gonna back this slab in, bitch. You don't know where to. Oh, there's nowhere to park. I'm like, is there a valet? Puss ass nigga. Nigga, you don't know you can't find a parking spot? Ew. Get in the car with a nigga.
Yo, just complete nonsense. I can go on for this shit for days, man. I've been sending my man this shit to keep records of it. Hold on. I know I sent him some more of this delusional ass shit.
What it sounds like you're telling me to do is to just, like, I need to think, like, it's life or death if I don't get a man, and I'm going to end up home.
Well, no, you're asking me what do we need to do. If the black culture is to survive, we need to have families, and they can't make families with women who think like you. A family is what?
Mother, father, children.
Right. And in order for men to have wives and children and have a family, they must have women who think like wives. Women like you think like individuals and baby mamas. Fine. No heat, no judgment, but you're not a family. Those aren't families. It's something else, but it's not a family. A fractured mind is useless to a man who wants to build.
I mean, I don't feel like I'm a fractured mind, and
It doesn't matter. What matters is the men who are looking to build cannot plant their seed.
A family is not a woman and our kids, sweet stuff. No, it's not. Like, yo, you changing the definition of a family. A family is a man, a woman, and his children. Sweet stuff, yo. You being misled, man. I'm trying to tell you. For the women that think like this, yo, they gonna regret this mentality, yo, when they're 60s. They're gonna regret this mentality if they make it to 70.
It's soil. You're done having kids, but look at the kids you've had.
Yeah.
And
What I said that was misleading, Rose.
So she's supposed to do better than you, but you trained her.
No, because that's just how evolution goes.
Man, you can't make families with individuals.
The Black community, we were doing way better before.
We were doing way better when our women understood their role and before you guys chose yourselves over the community. So now it's time for Black men to choose themselves over you. This is why Black men, you need to understand. You cannot choose a woman who does not want to be your partner. That's the bottom line. No, I'm being honest, man. Just like you chose the man you chose, you also had men who were suitable that you likely didn't choose.
No. What it sounds like you're telling me to do is to just, like, I need to think, like, it's life or death if I don't get a man, and I'm going to end up home.
Well, no, you're asking me what
Here's the thing, sweet stuff. Yo, the reason why the family structure, men, women, and children is necessary is because you only got 24 hours in a day. You understand? You got 24 hours in a day. As a single mother that's working an 8-hour shift, you know, we deal with percentages. You know, some women can do this, you know, but a lot of women are going to fail at this because it's damn near impossible, especially if you don't have no help. If you raising kids on your own and you got to work 8-hour shifts, they got to go to school, which means by the time you get off work and the time they get out of school, you probably only going to have 4 hours with your kids. You understand? The reason that they separated the Black family is to keep the cycle going. You know, if we can get them, if we can separate the mother and the father, we can now gain hold of the children. You understand what I'm saying? And a percentage of these children is going to falter, which means they're going to land and end in the criminal justice system. Now it's not 100%, but it's the percentage is high enough for it to be an issue, and for us as Black people to try to make sure we keep things together so we don't keep going down this path. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, you can if you want to, you can consider me and my kids as a family. You understand? But statistical data shows that family structure fails at high rates. It fails at high rates, man. It's a much better situation because at one point we was living for our kids. At one point when you had children, your sole purpose was to make sure your children were straight. That's not the world that we're living in no more. We got women with multiple kids talking about worrying about yourself. Put yourself first. My kids can't be happy if I'm not happy. That's the world we're living in. That's the direction that the Black community is headed in, and it's being done through propaganda, through media manipulation. And what I'm saying is, that's going to have an adverse effect as these women that think like this start growing up and start getting older. They're going to be living with regret. Not all, you know, because everything ain't 100%, but it's going to be a large percentage of women that's being misled into thinking, into minimizing a man to just finances. Nothing else, because that's what's really going on. They're trying to minimize men to just finances. And men provide more than just finances. You understand what I'm saying? And the women that think like that are going to regret it. They're not mostly in the streets.
If the Black culture is to survive,
Yeah.
you need to have
Hold on. I know I sent him some more of this delusional shit. Listen to this girl.
A man that has to see is not a man for me.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
We don't care.
Ladies, stop letting these niggas play with y'all. If you ask a man for something and he says,
What the fuck is
I have
that?
to see, run.
Yo, since when has masculinity been toxic? Hey, sweet stuff, you falling for the play, man. You falling for the play. Masculinity is toxic now? That's crazy.
Run fast. He has no money. He's poor.
always begging. Damn. Kings, don't let them get you. Don't let them manipulate you. They're begging but calling you broke. Imagine that. They're begging but calling you broke. Don't fall for the manipulation. It's a dirty game. But we ain't losing. Stay focused though.
I'm just telling y'all what's going on. People cannot want to see it all they want. I'm telling you.
Let me break something down for y'all. If a man take you on a dinner date, that benefits you and him, because y'all both eating. If a man take you on a vacation, that benefits you and him. He there, you there. He riding the jet skis too. You feel me? Be careful of a man who only want to do for you when it's beneficial for him. That's a selfish man. That's a man who don't truly care about you. He only want to do for you if he is benefiting. You feel me? Fuck them kind of niggas. With a long middle finger. Let me break something down for y'all. If a man take you on a dinner date, that benefits you and him.
So if the man pay for the date, that benefits both of y'all. Hey, yo, let me tell you something. Yo, most men don't even be wanting to do none of that shit. Yeah, I ain't gonna say most, but a large percentage of men don't even be wanting to do none of that shit. But I'm just showing y'all the delusion that's being placed on black women. It's a play. It's an agenda. Cause why share this? You understand? Like all of these things, this is shared on Hollywood Unlocked.
Let me break something.
Yo, she could have kept that shit on her page. Why share this? Why share these ideologies and make it bigger? And make it bigger than it would have been. Look, woman sends back $2,000 gift because she knows her worth. Other men will spend a bag on me. Ladies, how would you respond? Listen, look at this shit. Look at this delusional shit. This is what we got. This is what we dealing with. Happy early birthday. Love you forever. Wish you many more. I'm going to be asleep at 12, so I'm telling you that now. Sent $2,000. Thanks, but I'm going to send it back. I just feel like we've been together way too long to only get $2,000 for my birthday. You spend that on food in a month. And I'm not being ungrateful. I just know my worth. Thank you, whatever his name is. You always been sweet. But this nigga's really out here that'll spend a bag on me. And sent the $2,000 back. This shit that we got going on, man. This is what's going on out here, man. Complete delusion. Complete delusion. Let's get back to this shit. I'm just telling y'all sweet stuff and people that it's a play. It's a play. It's the same play they ran on black men. I'm just trying to open your eyes up to it. You know, you can disagree what you want. I'm trying to open your eyes up to the play. The same play that they ran on black women, they running on black men in the 80s and 90s, the early 2000s, is the same play they running on black women.
Joy.
Yeah,
Will it be that for a while?
I think so.
And the objective is to keep this family separate. That's the main objective. I don't disagree. It's a play, but what play is what I do? It's a play on black. It's a play to separate the families. They did it on the men for years. The men smartened up. The men are trying to be with their women, with their family. So they can't trick the men no more at large rates. So now they tricking the women. Media propaganda. Whoever run the media, you know what I mean? Whoever runs the media. Whoever runs the music industry. And we all know who these people are. The same people that had a play ran on them. The same people that had propaganda ran on them. They came over here and they ran it on us. You can Google it. I talked about it in the beginning of the video.
I don't know. I just don't like them anymore. Like,
When you say them,
like men, I don't like to date wise. Like, y'all can provide, but like to like them, I don't know.
so you haven't liked a man in a while.
No, cause like, what is that?
As someone who has the discography of your own, I think you know what it means to like someone.
No, I just like I can't get into it. Yeah.
I love the self-awareness stuff.
For
Now
sure.
make sure for the women that follow her, make sure y'all hold her accountable 10 years from now when she in a relationship, or the next 5 years, because she don't believe this. And this is the issue. She don't believe this. She got 4 kids, man. By I think 4 different guys. She just was dealing with Rico Reckless not too long ago. But yet she'll get on these platforms and say these things, and other people believe it. You know, people start internalizing their situations.
How has this new mindset impacted and or influenced the music? Is the new music that you're now recording more emblematic of that?
Yeah.
Look, now she putting it in her music.
I'm moving into like a little bit of a different genre. As I like talk about new things that I'm usually not talking about, because I'm usually just like, oh, he broke my heart, put it on an 808 trap beat. And so now we're just trying different things.
Okay.
That's
What's
Summer
the
Walker,
subject
man.
matter now?
The other songs are kind of just more so like, oh, I choose me type shit. Yeah.
Lastly, on the dating tip before we move on, I want to talk about an unfortunate situation for you that led to an incredible line and meme for us as fans and viewers, and that was, I can't help my cousin bring the bags in the house.
Yes.
What do you remember about that? Incredible line. What do you remember about a moment like that? Was it infuriating for you?
What'd
It
she
was.
say?
That was really ignorant, but
An incredible line and meme for us as fans and viewers, and that was, I can't help my cousin bring the bags in the house.
So
Yeah.
then he bring up a fuck boy. Like, you see, this is the thing. This is another thing too that's going on. They use fuck boys like Lil Meech to validate black men. Yo, Lil Meech? You mean the same Lil Meech that was in the airport and was like, I'm a teenager, and was lying like a motherfucker because he got caught with a gun in his luggage? The same Lil Meech that got pulled over and asked the police, did you find the other stuff? He said, yeah, everything we found, it was legal. No, the other stuff. Like, look at the guys that you fucking dealing with. This man don't have integrity. He don't have no morals. That was a poor example to use to justify this whole conversation. Lil Meech, y'all. This fucking father fucking rat. You pick up Lil Meech and say, well, what about this Lil Meech is a fucking clown. That's what clowns do. He's not a representation of fucking black men of integrity. You understand? It's black men out here that got morals and principles and integrity. Lil Meech ain't that. Lil Meech ain't that, man. No, hell no. He's definitely a goofy. You hear the things he just said? He got locked up. He got pulled over. He was like, man, you found the other drugs? you found the other stuff? Look, let's go to Lil Meech real quick. Lil Meech found the other stuff. Lil Meech. Oh my God, this stupid shit. Lil Meech. police. Oh shit, I spelled the shit wrong. This guy, y'all found other stuff? Get the fuck out of here, man. She should not be fuck with you anyway. She give a fuck with a clown. That's what I'm saying. These are her life experiences that she placing on the rest of the world. Yo, it's good men out here, man. The good men are having the hardest way to go. Currently. I know some good men, and they all going through the same shit. Yeah, man. They all going through the same shit. I know men that's paying all the bills that's going through bullshit.
What do you remember about that?
I know men that's going 50-50 that's going through
what do you
bullshit.
remember about
It ain't the men, man. It's the delusion. It's the unrealistic expectations. It's the I'm not settling. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? What does settling mean? Like, it's these terms that's being put into the minds of black women, and they're believing this shit.
Moment like that, was it infuriating for you?
It was. I was really ignorant, but hey.
Did you laugh at it, or were you like in too deep?
No, I was like, that's trifling as fuck. I literally don't even have to say anything on that because his life is terrible now. So,
yeah.
I've heard that you are very much into conspiracy theories.
I am.
I want to just like rattle off a couple conspiracy theories to you, and you just tell me if like you think this is in fact a conspiracy theory, or if you think it's not. Okay. The first one.
You say when a woman says she potentially harm her, I don't know. Maybe that's a personal. I don't think that's the case. You know, these guys I know ain't harming women. I mean, they just think in their mind that they deserve more. Women can have it all and think they deserve more. These women nowadays can have the house, the car, the man, the kids, and somehow still in their mind deserve more. I'm not lying. I'm not lying at all. I see it daily. Men can vouch. It's men watching right now that can vouch for exactly what I'm saying.
It's Bigfoot. You think that is real?
I don't fucking know. Conspiracy, I guess.
And know what their rationale be sweet stuff? I'm not happy. You can buy. That's one of the things that's detrimental. You can't make nobody happy. Happiness comes and goes. You know what I mean? Happiness comes and goes. You might be happy on Monday, happy on Tuesday, happy on Wednesday, mad Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and happy again on Monday. You feel me? Like, that is not reality. You're never gonna find happiness in a person. It's not true. The Bible tell you that. You put your faith in man, they'll fail you every time, man. You're not gonna find happiness in people. You have to be happy. You have to find a hobby that makes you happy. But you're not gonna find that in an individual person, because people are flawed. People make mistakes. You understand what I'm saying? Men can't make women happy. Man, it's impossible. Not forever. They can make you happy for the day, for the moment. but not forever. You can buy a fucking $4,000 necklace, and she gonna be happy probably for a couple days. I mean, maybe a week. But the minute you forget to take out the trash or something, now she's unhappy again. Like it's not logical. It's not logical. It's irrational. Nobody can make a person happy forever. Because happiness is an emotion. It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes.
Aliens?
Divine intelligence, what it is.
The Pentagon has already
You are responsible
told
for
us
your own
that they are
happiness.
here, so
Okay.
as well as NASA.
Do you think the Earth is flat?
No comment.
Okay. Do you think, like when planes are flying and they leave that like trail of smoke, do you think that's like stuff that like comes down to?
Chemtrails, they've already admitted to that as well. Everything that I pretty much believe in, the CIA, the FBI, NASA, the Pentagon has already fucking said it was true. So take that shit up with them and stop calling me nuts.
No, I don't
5G on the
disagree.
phones, like impacting our bodies.
Yeah, they've said that already as well. It's causing cancer and everything else. It's really bad. But that is on Google.
You're 29 years old. You're turning the big 3-0 in a few months.
And what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, if a motherfucker just brought you, just spent $3,000-$4,000 on you, and they forget to take out the trash one day, like, how does that cause an argument? she ain't giving no facts. She just giving her own personal experiences. What I'm saying is some of these things, yo, that she is saying, she just should keep it to herself. Yeah, man, keep it to yourself, man. Like I don't. You know, certain things are better left unsaid, yo. That's just what it is. It's just what it is, man. If your life showed you, Summer Walker, that men ain't shit, and they don't deserve no respect, and you should just use them, then live your life that way. You know, live your life that way. See how that work out for you. But to put that on, to come on this platform and say this to hundreds of thousands of people, as a way like, you know, this is how you should move because this is how I'm moving. I think that's ignorant. I think she was out of line for that. But it fits into the agenda that's being placed. Y'all seen some of the videos we just watched. Yo, I can pull these bitches up for days. It's days of videos of women talking about what they want, what they deserve, and it's irrational. You got women online that's half naked. Half naked. You know, every video, everything you see, half naked. But they be like, well, I deserve a man with this, that, and the third. And it's like, yo, well, you're not moving in that way. You know, if this is what you think you deserve, then you need to start moving accordingly. You feel me? Because moving how you moving, you ain't never going to see that man. And then how many other women are you in competition with to get this man? See, this is the thing, yo. It's going to be give and take in every situation. If you're dealing with a man that's getting a lot of money, chances are he's going to have a lot of females. That's what it is. Now, the problem is that they're not willing to deal with that. They want to get this man that got a lot of money, that's doing this, that, and the third, and they want this man to just be confined or just be monogamous with this person. Yo, that's not reality. And people don't even respect loyalty no more. You understand? You know how hard it is to find a man that don't cheat? You feel me? They don't even respect that. Like, what I'm saying is, it's always going to be an issue. And what made the black family strong back in the days, we tried to work through the issues. You know? Nowadays, it's damn near impossible to work through the issues, man, because you got people like Summer Walker, and you got a whole agenda telling women to worry about yourself, you know, happiness over all. Y'all see the shit, man. Y'all see the shit that's online. Yo, none of this stuff that's online right now, that's being perpetrated through music and through entertainers, is conducive to the black family. None of it. All it's doing is separating us. It's all it's doing. They preach individuality. They preach individuality, man. But the world isn't set up for individuals. The world has never been set up for individuals. The world is set up for couples.
How do you feel about
That's crazy. I said after 30, I'm gonna turn 28 every year for the rest of my life.
I like that.
Yeah.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna just say that's what I'm turning.
So it's gonna go 29 now, then 30, then when you become 31, you'll really invest.
I really wasn't even gonna do the whole 30 thing. Like, I was just gonna say I'm 28 again. But that's fine, I guess. We could do 30 because, like, that's a milestone. Amen. And then I'll go back to 28.
A quick Google search says that your net worth is $4 million. Is that accurate?
No,
Is it way off?
it's not way off. It's just less.
Do you feel like you are in a place where you can enjoy the fruits of your labor?
What's up, Siobhan?
No.
Why not?
I don't feel like I fully
Because she's never going to be happy.
got enough money.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. She is never going to be happy. She's not happy with herself. That's the bottom line with everything. She's not happy with herself. Now, for what reason, I don't know. You had to ask her that.
When I can homeschool my kids.
Yeah, my grandmother ain't get beat up either.
Personally,
Not that I know of.
and just like really just be at home. That's why I'm deciding now. Do I want a nigga to pay my bills or not? Cause then you gotta let them in the house and shit. Like so that's what I'm trying to decide. Like, do I want to do it myself or not? But yeah, when I'm at home and I can just be fully like there for my kids, like I want to take them to school. Like I'm hella sad. I go home tomorrow. I go home tomorrow, but
so this contradicts everything she's saying. She wants a man, but she just says she's not into love no more. She's not liking men and all of this. But she, in reality, what she really wants is she want to be home with her kids. She want to be a stay-at-home mother. That's what she really wants. Listen to her again for sweet stuff that probably missed it.
Got enough money when I can homeschool my kids, me personally, and just like really just be
Probably
at
not,
home.
Ed. Probably not.
That's why I'm deciding now. Do I want a nigga to pay my bills?
She probably got no qualities of being a housewife. She probably got zero qualities of being a housewife. But this is what she want though. Like it's not based. See, the problem is, yo, this mentality isn't based in reality. It's not. It was really hard to explain, man. It's not based in reality, man. She probably has zero qualities. You feel me? A lot of these women that talk like this have zero qualities of upholding any household, But this is what they want. This is what they deserve. This is what they're looking for. It's just not going to work. I know. And know why, Siobhan? Because they minimize demand to financial stability. They minimize demand just to money. And men has always been more than just money. Men provide comfort, stability, security. I mean, men are normally the supposed to be the motherfucking not the teacher of the kids, but the what's the word I'm looking for? The authority. You understand? So when a man, y'all grew up in a house without a man. You understand? So when a man isn't present in the house, the house lacks guidance. You know, the house lacks structure. Men bring structure to the household. Women, a lot of times, react off emotion. One of the things, right? One of the things I always did with my kids, right? And women, a lot of women don't do this. You know, when the kids act up, a lot of women just, I don't want to say chastise them, but yeah, they chastise them. They chastise them. However they do it. Whether it's verbal, whether it's physical, however they do it. Which is cool. But the issue lies in a lot of women when you don't explain why you're doing it. So, one of the things I always did with my kids when they got in trouble, if they got a beating or whatever, I put them on the wall, whatever I did to them. After everything settles, I explain, yo, this is what you did wrong. This is how you fix that. That's what men bring to the household. Women chastise the child and then go in the room and watch TV the rest of the day. Now the child is in that bitch confused. Might not even know why the fuck they got in trouble. They just confused. They just know they got their ass whipped. They don't really know the real reason because they kids. You know, their mind don't stress but so far. You understand? Men bring structure to the household. It's not just money. But what's being taught to the world nowadays is if the man ain't got money, the man is worthless. If he can't pay all your bills, provide for you financially, take you to trips, you know, buy you everything you want, then he's worthless. And this is the man that you need to try to go find. And you got women in their 30s and 40s and 50s looking for this man. But the men that's on that, man, they looking for girls in their fucking 20s. So I'm just saying, yo, it's a lot of shit that's going on, yo, that don't make sense. And I'm telling you, the results of it 10, 15 years from now, you ain't gonna like it. You ain't gonna like it, man. Exactly, Divine. So you know what I'm talking about. That's what women do. Like, I'm not making nothing up, yo. That's what they do. They whip your ass and just walk away. You sitting that bitch like, yo, what the fuck? The fuck did I do? Yeah, I mean, you don't even really know. Like, you probably know because you know you did something wrong. But it needs to be explained. It needs to be explained so it doesn't happen again. That's what men bring to the household. That's just one of the things. It's way bigger than just finances. It's way bigger than just finances. It's crazy, man. Just know I know what I'm talking. I ain't making none of this shit up.
Bills or not, because you know then you gotta let them in the house and shit like so that's what I'm trying to decide, like, do I want to do it myself or not.
And look,
but
and the thing is it's not even intentional. So let me say that this not intentional. It's a difference between men and women. It's just a difference. It's a difference in the way we think. It's a different in the way we move. It's just different. That's why it worked. You know, that's why you need the yin and the yang. You understand? That's why you need both in the household in order for the household to function properly. Like, I'm not saying that because women beat their kids or chastise their kids and walk away that it's intentional or it's bad parenting. I'm just saying that's the natural nature of a woman because you're moving off emotion. Not all, you know, it ain't nothing 100%. You're not moving off of logic. You're not moving off of reason. You're just moving off emotion. And a lot of times moving off emotion, you're going to make the wrong decision. That's why you need the man there to bring logic, to bring reason. Hold up. What is this person? What is he in trouble for? What is she in trouble for? All right, don't do it that way. Do it this way. But the problem is, don't nobody want to work together. It's supposed to be in the team. Emotions cloud judgment. Facts. Prime example, right? Let me tell you what happened to me the other day. My son is 14, right? My son 14. We was in town last weekend. It's last weekend. Yeah, last weekend. What's the last? No, it was the weekend before last. Not last weekend. Last weekend just was the other day. The weekend before last, we was in town, and we was taking some bags in the house, or taking some shit in the house in my baby mother house, right? I walks in the house with the bags. She already upstairs in the house. So she like, you ain't gonna watch Sean while he outside? I'm like, man, fuck no. The fuck? Boy 14 years old. She caught an attitude. How the fuck you? She caught an attitude. What I'm trying to teach my kids is, now my kids are born in Baltimore, spent a couple years in Baltimore, but they ain't really, you know. But what I'm trying to teach my kids, him, is that you gotta be able to stand on your own. Everything I do for a reason. It ain't just cause, yeah, he was out front. But it's in the apartment. It ain't just, I just left him because I didn't care. I need him to be able to, everything when you're dealing with a man is supposed to be thought out. Like I tell my kids, yo, whenever you do something and I ask you why you do it, I need an explanation from you. I don't accept, I don't know. You understand? As a man, yo, every decision you make is supposed to be calculated. If you fuck up, you're supposed to be able to explain to me why you fucked up. I don't want to hear, I don't know. That's what a lot of women do. Why you do that? I don't know. Because you just did it off emotion. It clouded your judgment. You ain't really put thought into it. Prime example. I had to get my kids a Uber from school, right? I had to, yeah, she caught an attitude because I ain't watch him come in the house. Like, this boy 14, he be 15 this year, man. If he can't walk in the house by his fucking self and feel comfortable, then that's a fucking issue. That's an issue. And and nowadays, since kids are being more sheltered, you know, they're not outside as much. As a man, I gotta put my kids in situations where I know he gonna be straight. I ain't far. Yeah, but you should be able to walk in the motherfucker. And I don't think he had a problem with it, but his mother did. You feel me? But anyway, I ordered my kids an Uber, right? Called the Uber. Uber gets to the school. Call my son. Oh, we at the store. The fuck is you at the store for? Yeah, he was helping carrying the bags. The fuck is you at the store for? The Uber is at the school. So I'm pissed off, right? Like, why would you go to the school? Why would you go to the store knowing the Uber is coming? Because in my mind, what I'm thinking is he just did that shit without thinking. You know, he ain't really put a whole lot of thought into it. So once he made the Uber, you know, just in time, before the Uber left, they come walking to the school. So I'm like, I gotta call him because I want to make sure that he thought this out. You understand? And what I mean by thought this out is when I called him, I'm like, yo, why the fuck would you go to the store if you know the Uber coming? Nobody said? Well, the Uber said it was coming at 2:40. So I figured I had enough time to walk to the store and come back. I can accept that. You understand what I'm saying? I can accept that. As long as you put some type of thought into your decision making, I'm cool with that. Now, if he'd have told me, I don't know, we'd have had an issue. What the fuck you mean you don't know? Like, yo, I send you the Uber. I tell you what time it's coming. Now, if you can make a conscious decision that, yo, I can go, we get out of school at this certain time. I got time to walk to the store and come back. I'm cool with that. But if you just walk to the store not paying attention to nothing that was going on, then, yo, we got an issue. Because you should always be paying attention. That's what a man brings to the household involving the children. If that was his mother, she'd just cuss his ass out. Straight up, what the fuck? You understand what I'm saying? It's just a difference. And that's why it works. You know, women pay attention to small things like details. You know, what they got on for school and, you know, how they, like, I don't really pay attention to none of that. I might miss some of those things. But women pay attention to that. So if you got one parent paying attention to the details You got the other parent paying attention to the overall objective of the child. You got a strong situation that can work. But that's not being taught right now. That's not being promoted right now. What's being promoted is, man, if he ain't got money, he ain't shit. And money comes and goes, yo. You might have times when you're making money. You might have times when you're not making money. You know, shit happens. But what I'm saying is, it is a team effort. Sometimes it might be 50-50. Sometimes it might be 30-30. I mean, 70-30. Sometimes it might be 60-40. Sometimes it might be 80-20. You know, things, you know, the trajectory change, you know, depending on situations, because situations change. What I'm saying is we used to figure that shit out, you know, for the betterment of the whole situation. Because we are much stronger together. We're much stronger together. See, even when it come down to that, yo, even when it come down to that sweet stuff, like, yo, we strong at different things. Women are strong at cleaning naturally. Naturally. You know what I mean? It's not intentional. And that is not 100%. Like I said, nothing is 100%. Women pay attention to detail. That's what women do. They pay attention to detail. Men don't really pay attention to detail like that. Like, if I clean my house versus my baby mother clean the house, it's going to look totally different. Now, I might clean the house, and in my mind, this bitch clean. In her mind, what the fuck, this right here, this right there. Well, yo, the problem is that we got to stop expecting the other to do what we do. You understand? Men don't expect their women to go out and cut the grass and take out the trash and, you know, be the first line of defense. If a motherfucker, if an intruder come in the house, a man ain't gonna be like, yo, get the gun. Go downstairs and check it out. But you got women that expect men to do what they do. That's what you got going on. Can you imagine, sweet stuff, if an intruder came to your house and your man told you get up and check that out? I mean, go get the strap, check that out, man. Men be willing to put their life on the line, man. Men be willing to put their life on the line for their family, man. Yeah, I know. Is it by choice or by force? Well, the bet I don't do. Excuse me. Said my version of cleaning the house is cutting the grass, cleaning the gutters, and exactly, Divine. That's what I'm saying. It's just, yo, we just different, man. That's why it works. We different. You know, we focus on different things. We focus on different elements of the situation. You know, we focus on different elements of the situation. That's why it works. That's how it used to work. But now it's like the lines have blurred. The lines are blurred.
When I'm at home and I can just be fully like there for my kids, like I want to take them to school. Like I'm hella sad. I go home tomorrow, but today was my baby first day of preschool and I fucking missed it. And I know she's not going to remember that shit, but that's the type of shit that really bothers me. So it's like I don't have enough money if I'm missing
Siobhan,
shit
I'm
like
glad you said that, because that's another thing, right? Also, women got to know what they're good at versus what they ain't. And so I done had situations where we might go on a trip, right? We might go on a trip. And I don't book none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, because when I do try to book things, all it's gonna be, I don't want to stay there. So over time, I say, fuck it. You book that shit. I'm not ready to keep arguing with you over something like that. You understand? If you want to pick a particular spot, then yo, you book that shit. But the problem is, they'll know that this is how they is. They want things a certain type of way. You give them that, you know, go ahead and do your thing. But that'll be an issue. You understand what I'm saying? So, you beef over the spots that I pick. I fall back from picking any spots and let you just do your thing. Now, you're not even helping me. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, yo, how does that even make sense? You feel me? It's the irrationality that's going on right now. You understand? It's irrational. So, forever long we together, we just supposed to beefing about the spot we going to go at and stay at? No, fuck no. If you got, because I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, to be honest. Like, but obviously you do. So pick the spot. Let me know how much money I need, if I pay for it all or pay for it half, and you know, we can do it that way. But no, that ain't good enough. No, hell no, that ain't good enough. They want you to pick the spot so they can veto it. You feel me? Like, man, ain't nobody going through that shit, man. Ain't need that fucking deep.
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
But maybe tomorrow you'll get to do your charcuterie board, rub your feet together moment.
You know what? You're right. When I go to bed,
Yeah.
let me start setting it up now. And tell them to go get the stuff,
The charcuterie board and the.
all the shit.
What are the other essentials?
Nothing. Just candles, strawberries, chocolate covered strawberries, the pepperoni, the cheese, the grapes, the apples, lime, salt. I love New York on the TV.
Wow.
Hey, sweet
You
stuff.
watch
That's
Island
not true, man. I don't know, sweet stuff. You dealing with the wrong guys, man. You must be dealing with Lil Meech type niggas. Yeah, I mean, like, yo, the niggas I know, the men I know, don't do that. You know what I mean?
York?
I love that shit. And Flavor Flav, I just keep watching it over
Flavor
and
of
over.
Love?
Yeah, Flavor of Love. I just keep watching that shit over and over and
Do you
over.
have a favorite character?
New York. She's hilarious. And Flav, he's a nut. Like, they're
Icon.
so funny.
Have you met Flavor Flav before?
Yeah, she lied like a
I invited
motherfucker.
him
That's
to my
good.
house for Christmas one time.
For Christmas? You wanted to spend Christmas Day with Flavor Flav?
At a party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Come.
I know he wasn't gonna come. I think he was actually like doing a party with Lotto, and I think I was like,
Dying alone.
"Get have patience for that.
Yeah, that is in fact the case.
Get have patience for that."
Yeah, that is in fact the case. My last thing for you, you did like a interview with Ari Lennox for your last album, or maybe the one prior, and you said this quote that I thought was interesting. You said, yeah, you were talking about, I guess, like men and your lifestyle. You said, "I like it when I'm with you, but I know I ultimately want to die alone."
I said that.
You damn sure did.
Damn.
Look, she don't even know she said that shit. How do you say something so powerful and don't know you said it? You feel me? How you say something like that and don't know you said it? Yo, that is crazy to me. Yo, this girl be reading the script. I'm trying to tell you, these entertainers are compromised, man. They compromise. They take any bag to push any agenda, any message, and more times than often that message is opposite of the best interest of the people who supports these people.
Yeah, because it's really giving that still.
Mm.
Yeah.
You still have cause of,
Dying alone.
yeah.
It's like, I like want to fuck with somebody. I do, because I'm a lover girl. But then it's like, once you really, what am I trying to say? Once you really like decenter men from your life and you really find your peace with just yourself and how peaceful your home be and just how peaceful everything be, then it just start to get like, do you really want a nigga? So then it'd be like, dying alone don't sound too bad.
Mm. Do you think that will be what happens in the life?
So
of
what about the women that's not rich? What about the women as the, you know, because you know, as you get older, you know, you get slower. You know what I mean? And things like taking out the trash and washing the clothes and, you know, things like that become an issue. You feel me? Things like that become an issue over time, man. As you start to get up there in age, yo, nobody wants to die alone, man.
Walker.
It could be, but as long as I'm at peace, then it's cool. Cause it's like everybody I know that got a nigga is like calling me, girl, he cheated, girl.
But hey, sweet stuff. Look at everything you doing. You say y'all got family, uncles, nephews. How? So you really want to inconvenience them because of your choice to not have a man? You want to really have to call your kids up, you know, because eventually your kids gonna have their own families. You know, they got their own families to worry about. They shouldn't still have to worry about mom because mom chose to you know, to live life single. You know, live life alone. They shouldn't have to. I got to run up there to my mother. You should have somebody there to do that for you, sweet stuff. That's not what family is for. Don't know who the fuck. That's not what family is for. Not when you making a conscious decision to avoid men and to put men in a box and say all of them is trash. We don't need them. All right, everybody ain't gonna have money to do that, man. You know, social service and shit like that. You know, people only you only on a subsidized income. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you become rich and you got maids and, you know, hey, it's gonna work for you. But yo, that's not most people reality. It's not most people reality. Most people will never be rich, regardless of what's being told. The world isn't designed for most people to be rich. It can't. Most people can't be rich. The world will collapse. You know, because the United States makes their money off the poor. You understand? The money is made off the poor. That's how the country is run. The country is run off manipulating the poor into overspending. You understand what I'm saying?
He whooped my ass. Girl. He gave me an STD. Girl.
Listen to this shit.
And that bitch following that page. Oh my God. His baby mama stalking me. Like the shit that I hear, it's nuts. So it just gets to a point where it's like, damn, I'm bored, but I don't have nothing to complain about to none of my friends. Nothing. I have not one thing to complain about because I don't fuck with niggas.
So basically what she's saying is most of her problems that come into our life is centered around men. Yo, that's an issue. That's a personal issue. Basically, she is equating most of her problems in her life to men. Yo, that's an issue, man. That's a personal issue that she's projecting to the millions of people that follow her.
So
you said good sometimes, sweet stuff, but the way you talking, why you say sometimes? You should say all the time. The way you talking.
and it seems like what you're saying is the solution
What
here
times is not good?
stop dating men.
Yeah. Like, let them buy stuff, but, like,
But that's it.
you don't really gotta bust it open. You really don't have to. They got all types of shit now. They got roses and
Like, you can be fine without.
yeah, like, my coochie smell good. Like,
Listen, so basically just use men. But I just showed y'all what using men can lead to. I gotta go back to that video again. This is what using men, and I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying why even put yourself or subject yourself to this type of situation. Why subject yourself to this? Just because you want to use men. This guy thought that he was in a relationship with this girl. He thought that he cared about her enough to where as though he left her all his money. Got locked up, left her all his money. and it ended bad. I wish I could watch all parts of it.
Just 2 months ago. Stop throwing in my face before I kill you.
They told her to give him back what was his and move on with her life. But Tiffany had gotten too comfortable with the lifestyle his money provided. She wasn't giving up anything. Meanwhile, Armand was getting more desperate and more dangerous. He had been released from prison with nothing. No money, no property, no business to return to. The woman who was supposed to hold everything down for him had left him completely broken. And every day, he had to watch her celebrate the life she had built by destroying his. The threats started coming through third parties. People who knew both Armand and Tiffany were trying to warn her that she was pushing a dangerous man to his absolute limit. But Tiffany wasn't backing down. If anything, she seemed to be enjoying the power she held over him. She had everything. He had nothing.
No.
And she was making sure
He wasn't justified. No, he wasn't justified. But I can't say, honestly, that I don't understand. Like, yo, this fucked up. What see, that's what I'm saying, and then that's another thing when it comes down to shit like this. Yeah, man. It's not equal. You know, you can't put your hands on women. Like I don't put hands on women. I don't promote putting your hands on women. So in this situation, he was fucking defenseless. Based off the structure of society. If a man would have done this to him, he could have beat his ass. He could have did some things to him. And society wouldn't have would view it how it would need to be viewed. But being as though this is a woman, there's really nothing he can do about it.
he knew it every single day. Audio recordings surfaced of Armand completely losing his mind, and these messages revealed just how far over the edge this situation had pushed him.
I snap on it because I look at you different. Why the f*** you worry about my baby mom? I don't give it. Yo, if you ever went to talk to her, she'll tell you that.
I would never talk to her. She's never stayed on my level. She ain't the fuck
this-
nothing to me. And she
But this is what Summer Walker is promoting. You heard what she just said. You know, just use men. Summer Walker is promoting this type of activity. But what I'm saying is the shit that she promoting can end like this. That's why I'm keep going back to this video. I'm not saying he's right. What I'm saying is the shit that she is promoting could end this way. Cause more likely it was drug money.
never been in my circle. She never been around that and know that.
And you've been bringing it up. So now I'm gonna give you what you want. To touch you again. I'm never physically gonna hurt you. You married. I'm going this on everything I love. I'm going back to prison.
Prison didn't scare him anymore because she had already taken everything that mattered. But Tiffany kept pushing. More posts, more celebrations, more flaunting of the wealth she had stolen. She was playing Russian roulette with a loaded gun, and everyone around her could see it except her. October 7th, 2023. A regular Thursday afternoon in Philadelphia. Tiffany decides to take her son to get his haircut at a barbershop on the 2500 block of West Lehigh Avenue. Just another routine day in what she thought was her perfectly constructed new life. What Tiffany didn't know was that Armand had been tracking her movements. He knew her routines, knew where she would be, knew when she would be vulnerable. And on this day, he had made his decision. Around 1:45 p.m., witnesses inside the barbershop noticed a man walk through the front door. The atmosphere immediately changed. You could feel the tension in the air as Armand Hilton stepped into the shop, his eyes scanning the room until they landed on Tiffany. She was sitting there with her son, just waiting for a haircut. A normal moment in what she thought was a normal day. But the moment she saw Armand, she knew her past had finally caught up with her.
He killed that girl, man. I want to look into that story, 'cause I never really looked at that whole story. What's his name? Armand Hilton?
Like everything, like you don't even gotta just, you don't really gotta fuck with me.
You can just receive.
You can just
And not
receive and
give.
go to bed, babe. Like, don't make your life hard. But that's just me, shit.
Right.
That's,
Yeah,
Yeah, I see
everything's
that, yeah,
just been
Stephen,
yours.
yeah, that's just me. I don't like
Yo,
nobody.
yo, you
think I'm
don't
trying
play
to
with
tell
people.
them.
And that goes for men and women. Yo, one of the worst things you can do is play with people, man. Play with people's emotions. Play with people's heart. Play with people's intelligence. Yo, that's a lot of people can't take that. You understand what I'm saying? Playing with people or drive people over the edge, man. And what she is promoting right now is play with people. Play with people.
Feel good, like everything. Like you don't even gotta just. You don't really gotta fuck with niggas.
You can just receive.
You can just
And not
receive and
give.
go to bed, babe. Like, don't make your life hard. But that's just me. Shit.
Right.
That's
Again,
me.
everything has just been yours.
Yeah, that's
forever.
just me. I don't like nobody think I'm trying to tell them what to do. They gonna be like, who is this bitch to tell me? Nobody.
Yo,
Is there anything else you want to leave the people with?
I don't believe, but this some science stuff. I can't control what nobody do. What I'm saying is, I don't think you should play with people at all. Don't use people. I want to look into this whole story.
I love dealing with a rich bitch. Cause she gonna trick and we gonna trick bigger. I got all these CDs in the building and I think I missed one. I think I got DC in the building and I got Baltimore in the building. But I wanna make some noise.
I just left you 2 months ago. Stop throwing in my face before I kill a nigga. This one telling you because that's my mindset. I was on.
Everybody
So he was only locked up for 2 months. God damn. I thought he did some years. Yo did 2 months. And that's crazy.
Want to be seen, but me, if I catch the right play, you'll never see me again. Those words appeared on Tiffany Wade's Instagram just hours before gunshots rang out in a North Philadelphia barbershop. October 7th, 2023. A mother of 3 posted her last story at 11:47 a.m. By 2:04 p.m., she was pronounced dead. This is what happens when property deeds get signed in desperation, when threats become promises, when a 7-year-old boy watches his mother take her last breath. I am a psychopath. You ain't making it out of Philly.
Damn.
Those weren't empty words from Armand Hilton. They were a countdown. 3 businesses built from nothing. Properties worth everything. A woman who refused to give them back. And a man who'd already spent years in prison planning what he'd do when he got out.
See, that's the thing, sweet stuff. It's not even the bare minimum. It's like women can have it all and still feel, because it's about feeling that they deserve more. That's what's going on. Nobody if the bare minimum is one thing, but what's going on is women can have it all and still think they deserve more. Nothing is perfect. You understand what I'm saying? You just heard some of these girls talking, sweet stuff. We can go on for days.
To Philadelphia, from prison cells to luxury boutiques, from Muslim prayers to murder scenes. This is the story of Tiffany Wade, known online as Naila Amour the Blueprint, a registered nurse, a businesswoman, a mother, and the ex-husband who made sure her success story ended in blood. Welcome to True Crime Anatomy. To our amazing subscribers, thank you for being with us. May you and your loved ones remain safe and secure wherever they are. If you're new here, kindly subscribe on your notification.
I lost my mind. I was only drunk because I didn't have no food. Nobody cared that I didn't have food. Y'all just kept giving me Patron.
Because I look at you different. Why the about my baby mom? I don't give it. Yo, if you ever was the trumpet nigga, she'd tell you that.
I was never so sad on my level. She ain't do nothing to me, and she never been in my circle. She never been around that.
And you've been bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up. So now I'm gonna give you what you want. I'm never gonna touch you again. I'm never physically gonna hurt you. You marry this nigga, I'm blowing this head off on everything I love.
I want her to clarify what the bare minimum is. That's what I'm saying, Siobhan. See, Siobhan, you're a logical thinker. You know, I noticed that by a lot of your comments. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's a large percentage, or it's a percentage of women out here that's just not logical thinkers. They fall a victim to the internet, you know, and TikTok and the algorithm, and what the algorithm says that a man should be, and what media says that a man should be, not based off their own personal experiences of what they see in real life.
Well, Pennsylvania, Tiffany Wade came from a devoted Muslim family. By 20 years old, she'd already earned her nursing license, an achievement that would have made any parent proud. But Tiffany wasn't content with just one success. Online, she built a different identity. Nyla Amour, the Blueprint. 3 businesses carried her name. Kisses Care Home Care, where she managed healthcare services. Kisses Amour Extensions, selling luxury hair. And Seasoned Kisses, her newest venture.
Hey, sweet stuff, what you mean you can protect? Hey, sweet stuff, you tripping like a motherfucker, man. You crazy as hell, man.
Every morning, she'd post reminders for her followers to read the Quran. Every evening, she'd upload videos of her latest purchases.
I love dealing with our rich bitch. And she gonna trick and we gonna trick bigger.
A woman of ambition, always motivating her followers to not give up, to continue pushing. She'd lost her mother. Her father was all she had left with her 3 children that depended on her. The eldest daughter, mature beyond her years, the middle child, and the youngest, a 7-year-old boy whose father was Armand Hilton. Armand Hilton, 44 years old, Chester, Pennsylvania. His name appeared in court records, kidnapping, robbery, weapons charges, the kind of man whose associates feared him and whose enemies avoided him. He was the father of Tiffany's youngest son. Once her husband, now her biggest threat. Then there was the new man, the one Tiffany planned to marry.
Damn, so he killed her in front of his child. Yeah, this is a tragic story, y'all. But what I'm saying is, it's a lot of these stories. And these stories are becoming more frequent based off the propaganda that's being placed on women. That's why these stories are becoming more frequent.
The one whose existence would push Armand over the edge. Her father watched from the sidelines, worried but powerless. Her online followers saw the glamorous posts, but also the screenshots of threats she shared. Thousands of people watching a tragedy unfold in real time. Armand involved in criminal activities that led to his arrest. But he already transferred everything to Tiffany's name. His criminal activities made him a target for...
Yo, feminism was a lie. If I did not send you that shit. Matter of fact, no, I didn't. Where the fuck I sent that shit to? Feminism was a lie, man. I just don't understand what changed. You know, people used to be satisfied on who they was.
Honestly, and I'm probably going to get eaten alive for saying this, I feel like a lot of women have forgotten their place. And we live in this inverted world. And I feel like we got stuck in this whole feminism thing. Feminism is a scam. And now it's like trying to undo. It is. Feminism, I don't care what anybody says. Yes, we are equal in value, but we are not equal in traits. We are different. Men and women are different.
I agree with that.
And I'm so sick and tired of why are we fighting to be something that we're not? I am not a man. I will never be a man. And for those of you that make that decision, I love that for you. Period. But there are certain things that are just, y'all are stronger than we are. We are more detail-oriented than you are. There are certain traits that we...
I talk about men all the time, sweet stuff. You must be new here. I don't even hang with niggas that don't take care of their kids. Like, I hold men accountable all the time.
Naturally got from God based on the gender that we are. And it's all based on survival. It's all based on human nature. And so I feel like a lot of women, not all women, but most women have forgotten their place.
Within themselves.
within themselves, within the order of family, within the order, even like with
I do
God.
too, SK.
You know, if you just want to start blanketing statements, like, now this is the thing. If you are a masculine woman, that's fine. But stop acting like you're feminine. If you want to be a boss, babe, I don't need no man. You go do you, boo. But stop teaching that that's the answer. Because
Look, now people, I'm sure they roasted her in the comments. So Shane said nothing wrong. I'm gonna play it again. I'm sure they went berserk on this girl in the comments. And I don't even know if she a black woman. She looks like she might be a black woman. She got on her makeup.
sick and tired of this divide of the family.
Yeah, she a
I'm
black
sick and
woman.
tired of now good men, like, and I'm listening to like stories, right? Good men are getting lazy in dating. They're getting lazy in the pursuit because women are making either everything too easy or they're too hands off. So now what's the point in even trying to date a woman when you're the man that you want me to be? Honestly, and I'm probably going to get eaten alive for saying this, I feel like a lot of women have forgotten their place. And we live in this inverted world. And I feel we got stuck in this whole feminism thing. Feminism is a scam. And now it's like trying to undo. It is. Feminism, I don't care what anybody says. Yes, we are equal in value, but we are not equal in traits. We are different. Men and women are different.
I agree with that.
And
Yeah,
I'm
our
so sick
brains-
and tired of why are we fighting to...
Our brains don't even function the same. You know what I mean? Like a lot of did you know that, sweet stuff? Our brains don't even function the same. I think men brain go from left to right or right to left. Whatever it is different. Yeah, we are different. That's just what it is, man. That's what made things work.
be something that we're not. I am not a man. I will never be a man. And for those of you that make
And
that
I'm not a
decision, I
woman.
love
I'll
that
never
for
be
you.
a woman.
Period. But there are certain things that are just, y'all are stronger than we are. We are more detail oriented than
There we
you
go.
are. There are
100%,
certain
yeah.
traits that we naturally got from God based on the gender that we are. And it's
Agreed.
all based on survival. It's all based on human nature. And so I feel like women have, a lot of women, not all women, but most women have forgotten their place.
Within themselves.
Within themselves, within the order of family, within the order, even...
You don't want equality, sweet stuff. No, you don't. You don't want equality, right? Yo, do you know some of these jobs that men do? Do you want to work in the oil rigs? Let me show you the oil rigs, man. Like, you don't want equality, man. You want equality when it's beneficial. Oil rig workers. You want to do this? You want to do this for a living? You can see yourself doing this job, sweet stuff. It's sweet stuff. You want to do this? Oh, you say you didn't say equality. What you say? I thought you said equality. Oh, equity. Oh, you want equity. Well, how do you gain equity? You know, you got to give to receive equity. No, but it's women out here that say they want equality, man. They want to do these jobs. You know what I mean? Offshore. What's this?
Welcome to my home. Come on in. I would
Offshore,
not be living in this home if it weren't
oil
for
rig
Norfolk.
workers.
I started dashing in.
They want to work in the coal mines.
Our shifts with breaks. The company must ensure that the breaks can be the emotional challenges and risks. Companies also.
All right, let's go back to the story, man. Hit that like button. What about coal miners? You want to do coal mining? You want to get out? You want to get down there in the motherfucking coal mine? Now there's some jobs out this motherfucker, man. I don't think it's many that apply. I mean,
These are professional coal miners from Pakistan. As you can see, the job is much more hands-on than in Western countries. The typical miner in Pakistan is expected to work up to 14 hours a day in a very closed-off environment.
That the force crazy, motherfucker. I don't think that's what it is, man. I don't think they get much applicants. You feel me?
Good for asset seizure. He needed someone clean, someone trusted, someone who'd wait for him. When I get out, baby, we'll be set. Just hold it down for me. She agreed. What choice did she have? Mother of his child, his wife. In their community, you stand by your man. But years change people. Tiffany discovered she was good at business. The properties generated income. She learned to manage, invest, grow. By the time Armand expected to return to his empire, she'd built her own. Armand never imagined betrayal. In his mind, the story was simple. Do the time, come home to his woman, reclaim his properties, live happily ever after. He thought she'd wait, thought she'd stay loyal, thought she understood her role, temporary caretaker, not owner. But Tiffany cut him off completely. Changed locks, sold properties, blocked his calls, started fresh with another man. In Armand's world, that wasn't just betrayal. It was theft of the highest order. Now he runs, a fugitive haunted by his own expectations. He gave her everything, trusting she'd give it back. Instead, she showed him what trust really costs. The property transfer that started everything reveals a deeper truth. Criminal men often use women as shields. Clean names, clean records, clean hands to hold dirty money. Armand picked Tiffany because he thought love meant ownership, thought marriage meant obedience, thought their son guaranteed loyalty. He was wrong. She took his criminal empire and transformed it into legitimate success. 3 legal businesses from illegal properties. That transformation threatened more than his wallet. It threatened his identity.
No.
When control disguises itself as love,
No,
violence
hell no.
follows freedom.
This nigga don't know what the fuck he talking about. See, these them faceless pages pushing the false narrative. He did that with the expectations that we was going, we was gonna make this shit work. Yeah, I mean, that was love. Yo, cause you don't just give your money to anybody. You know what I mean? He gave her his money in good faith that she was gonna do right with the money while he was incarcerated. He was gonna come home and they was gonna continue whatever the fuck they was doing. Not none of this bullshit he talking about. He talking about a bunch of bullshit. He probably ain't even black.
Thank you. Can you see the handle? Yes. And it's the new one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that one. And I want a duffel too. Yep. Perfect. Show me the other.
That one right there behind you.
Okay.
That's a new release.
No, I haven't. Can you guys monogram it or
But
no?
she just flaunting all that man money on social media. Yo, I'm not saying what he did is right. Yo, but come on now. Like, well, this is excessive. I gave you this money. You turned this money into something. And now you flaunting that shit. Yeah, I know. You flaunting that shit all over social media. So I can't get in contact with you. You can change the number, change the locks. All I can do is probably watch you from a fake page. Yo, this is torment. This is torment right here, man.
Right there. Yes. Thank you.
I ain't ever really looking to the store for real.
There you go, put it in the bag. Just throw it in the bag. Thank you.
She found a new man and embraced a life many would envy. If you scroll through her social media, it's all there. Luxury shopping sprees with brands like Chanel, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and Dior. She dined at upscale restaurants, spent freely, and regularly posted videos unboxing designer bags, shoes, and more. She traveled from the US to London, then to Egypt, capturing every moment. Her birthday celebration was a lavish affair, famously themed the all-white birthday party. The photos showed elegance, success, and freedom. Women in designer dresses, tables with golden decorations, her smile, wide and genuine. Each post reached thousands.
Greed is a motherfucker.
She grew up to do many things. She went to college at the age of 17, became a registered nurse at 20. She's done hair. She sold edible candles. She sold t-shirts, business startups, tickets to events, Kisses open money, Kisses pop-up shops, Kisses pool parties, networking networking events, TLC, Kisses Zooms, Kisses kitchen classes, Kisses boutiques, Kisses shapers, Kisses sex toys, lofty kisses that big spaces, Kisses extensions, sex toys, Kisses home care, Hempley kisses, Kisses dip, y'all went crazy over that dip, Kisses seasons, Kisses brunch, Kisses home care real estate, and she still finds time to give back. And her charitable contributions and self-motivation only adds to how special of a person she is.
Including one viewer in
Yeah, but
Chester
he had the
who saw
seed
every
money.
designer bag as theft, every smile as mockery, every success as betrayal. She often used her social media not just to show her lifestyle, but to share deep, reflective thoughts, messages that hinted at personal struggles and lessons learned. In one post, she wrote, "Every storm is not a test from God. Some storms are from the choices you made."
Yeah, he
In
thought
another, she said,
he
"The
thought
illusion
she
of
was
options
she
really
was
got
loyal.
y'all out here fumbling genuine people." A clear nod to how easily people take others for granted. She also posted, "I'm being humble right now, but eventually everyone got to pay for what he did." Through these posts, she wasn't just flaunting her wins. She was motivating her followers to push harder, to live better, and to recognize their worth. She had been living in peace, thriving, glowing, rebuilding her life. Until that one day came, the day Armand was released from prison. That day changed everything. Deep down, she knew her past wasn't finished with her. She knew the kind of man he was, how dangerous he could be. And from that moment on, she lived in fear.
Why the fuck would you
Her
play with him
online
like
presence stayed strong, but behind the scenes, she was constantly looking over her shoulder. She became more vigilant, more cautious. Because Armand didn't stay silent for long. He started reaching out to her, at first just trying to get her attention. But then it escalated into full-blown threats. Violent, chilling messages that showed just how far gone he was. In one conversation, he raged.
About you, I snap on it because I look at you different. Why the fuck did you worry about my baby mom? I don't give it. Yo, if you ever
What's
was
up,
the type
Deborah?
of nigga, she'll tell you that.
Why would she play with you like this, man?
She ain't give up nothing to me, and she never been in my circle. She never been around that and know that bitch.
And you've been bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up. So now I'm gonna give you what you want. To touch you again. I'm never physically gonna hurt you. You married this nigga, I'm blowing this fucking head off on everything I love. I'm going back to prison on every. Man, I don't give a fuck about that. I told you stop throwing it in my face. If this is what you want to do, go in and do it. Stop throwing it in my face. I just left you 2 months ago. Stop throwing it in my face before I kill a nigga. This what I'm telling you because that's what my mindset. I will go there.
In another message read, "Imma, get it done. If you ever thought you was gonna get away with trying to play me like you did, bitch, you don't know who the fuck I am. I'm a psychopath. I don't want to wish. I will do it. I will get it done. That's what you don't understand about me." He continued, "Bitch, I don't give a fuck what you do. You ain't making it out of Philly. That boy is the only reason you're still walking around, so you better thank my son and Allah. You're miserable. I'm happy. I just want you to pay.
Yeah,
And
it sounds like he's going to jail
before
for
I
2
leave
months.
this country." Tiffany didn't hide these threats. She posted the conversations online, letting the world see the kind of fear she was living with.
Damn, yo.
Some people said he was just bitter, unable to move on while she had.
I never really got into this story. I heard about it. Yeah, but this shit is worse than I thought. Gee, Christmas.
But others believed there was more to her posts than just venting. She was warning people. She was documenting her truth. Maybe even leaving breadcrumbs, just in case. Because she knew exactly what kind of danger was coming. And yet she still tried to live, still tried to love, still tried to inspire. Until the day he made good on every one of those threats. North Philadelphia, the 2500 block of West Lehigh Avenue. In this neighborhood, barbershops aren't just for haircuts. They're where men gather, where news travels, where everyone knows everyone. Platinum Cuts sat between a check-cashing store and a corner deli. Just another storefront in a city where violence claimed 514 lives in 2023. 40 minutes away in Chester, Armand Hilton moved through familiar streets. Chester and Philadelphia, close enough to share crime, far enough to hide in. Saturday, October 7th, 2023, 7 a.m. Tiffany woke in her Philadelphia home. The same routine. Prayers first, then coffee, then checking overnight orders.
Yeah, I think the remarrying, that part was like, I don't know, yo. Like this is like extreme betrayal. Like I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't even know what to say for real. Like god damn.
Breakfast with her 3 children. The eldest helped with the youngest. Normal family chaos. A client needed home care services for their elderly mother. Another wanted premium hair extensions for a wedding. Her final Instagram story. Stay focused. Your time is coming. Cut out distractions. She had no idea she was posting her last moment. 12:30 p.m. Come on, baby. Time for your haircut.
Nah,
Her 7-year-old
man. It
son
ain't
climbed
about
into the
that.
car.
He gave her this money that she used to start these businesses was his. He came home. She changed the number, changed the lock on the door. Like, I don't even know what the fuck to do. Like, I wouldn't, I don't know. Emotions, man. Emotions make you do things that you probably shouldn't do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, man got emotions too. Man got feelings too, man. And this just seems like real cold-hearted behavior. You know, I ain't saying he made the right decision. I don't know. I'm not saying he right for this. I'm just saying, like, damn. I mean, I don't even know what to say for real. I don't even know what to say, man. This shit crazy. I say that. You can't go to court when the money was built off of legal proceeds. This money was built off of drug money. You can't go to court. If he could have took her to court, she wouldn't have did none of this shit. She knew that it was no way he can get this money back. You know what I mean?
Just another Saturday errand. Platinum Cuts was 15 minutes away, driving down Broad Street, then turning onto Lehigh Avenue, the same route she'd taken dozens of times.
Yeah, legally it was hers.
She arrived
basically
at 1:15, parking outside the barber shop. Security cameras on the
No.
corner
You know, ain't nothing 100%. It's some emotional men out here too. But as a whole, women are more emotional than men by genetics, genetic wise. It's not nothing that can be controlled. I don't know. He said he just seen her 2 months ago on the phone. So I don't know if they was together 2 months or they never specified how much time he did.
captured her arrival. Her son jumped out excited. He loved haircut days. Inside Platinum Cuts,
Big Low.
the familiar smell of hair products and aftershave, barbers nodding hello. Her son climbing into the chair, cape wrapped around his small shoulders. Other customers chatting about the Eagles game. Normal Saturday barbershop talk. Tiffany scrolled her phone, responding to messages about hair orders. At 1:45 p.m., the doorbell chimed. Someone entering. She didn't look up at first. A familiar voice, Tiffany, she recognized. Terrified she'd become, she looked up. Armand Hilton stood in the doorway. 2 shots, one to her torso, one to her head. He wasn't there to have a conversation. He told her he will come for her one day, and that is exactly why he was there. The gunshots echoed through Platinum Cuts barbershop. For a
You did some
moment,
years? Oh,
nobody moved. The clippers stopped buzzing. Conversations died mid-sentence. Then a child's scream cut through the silence. High, desperate, primal. Mommy, mommy! Her son screamed from the barber chair, their 7-year-old son, cape still around his neck, watching his mother fall. Armand turned, running, leaving his own child's cries behind. She knew he was looking for her. She posted his threats publicly. Why didn't she leave Philadelphia? Why did she stay where he could find her? Was it courage? Was it defiance? Or was it something else? The belief that he wouldn't really do it, not in front of their son? 1:49 p.m., first 911 call. Someone just shot a woman. Platinum Cuts on Lehigh. There's blood everywhere. She's not moving. Her kid is here. The shooter just walked out. Black male, 40s, heading east. Within minutes, West Lehigh Avenue filled with sirens. Police cars, ambulances, fire trucks, the entire block shut down. Paramedics worked on Tiffany Wade. 2 gunshot wounds, one to the torso, one to the head. Blood pooled on the barbershop floor while her son watched, still wearing the haircut cape. The paramedic looked at his partner and shook his head. Time of death, 2:04 p.m., October 7th,
I don't think I would have did
2023.
either.
Natifa Wade, known as Tiffany,
I probably just
was
got her ass
gone.
beat up.
Homicide detectives arrived. Yellow tape stretched across the barbershop entrance. Evidence markers placed next to shell casings. Photographers documented every angle. Detective Raymond Martinez, 20 years on the force, took charge. First priority, the security cameras. 2:30 p.m. Inside the barbershop office, Martinez watched the footage. A man enters at 1:47 p.m. No hesitation. 2 shots. Witness interviews began. The 7-year-old boy sat with a crisis counselor, unable to speak. Trauma does that to children. His last image of his mother would be her falling to the floor.
Yeah, that's all she really had to do, yo.
No weapon recovered.
So all she had to do is break bread with him. Like, that's really all she had to do. If she'd have broke bread with him enough so he can sustain, this shit could have been avoided. This shit could have been avoided, man. You stupid as shit, Carl. Is that way I would have made both of us together?
2 shell casings collected.
Yeah,
9mm. The killer took his gun with him. Back at police headquarters, the name went into the system. Armand Hilton, age 44, last known address in Chester, Pennsylvania. His record filled the screen: kidnapping, holding a 17-year-old for ransom, armed robbery, weapons violation,
you definitely never
and
know.
assault.
That's why it's hard to even
Whistled.
it's hard to even really speak honestly on this situation, yo, because I ain't gonna lie. You wouldn't really know how you would handle this unless you was in this situation. Like, this one of them things, like, you know, motherfuckers say, "Oh, if I was there, it would have been different." You can't really say that. You know, the circumstances might have changed. Like, I don't know about this. I know this fucked up. I do know that.
This guy's been busy. 4 p.m. The motive became clear when detectives checked Tiffany's social media, screenshot after screenshot of threats. She posted them all publicly, a digital trail of escalating violence. 4:30 p.m. The All Points Bulletin went out. Armand Hilton, armed and dangerous, do not approach.
Yeah,
Every cop in Philadelphia, Chester, and surrounding counties had his photo. Social media exploded. Justice for Tiffany started trending within hours. But the comments revealed a community divided. She was a queen. 3 businesses. 3 kids. She didn't deserve this. But for people who knew something, their comment differ. Why did she keep his properties, though? She knew who he was. Victim blaming at its finest. A woman is dead. The Muslim community organized prayers at the local mosque. Tiffany's father stood outside, accepting condolences, his face hollow with grief. An intensified search followed. At 6 p.m., tips poured in. The FBI entered the case. The Philadelphia District Attorney's Office filed formal charges: murder in the first degree, robbery, violation of the Uniform Firearms Act, all against Armand Hilton, who hadn't been seen since he walked out of Platinum Cuts barbershop. $20,000 reward for information leading to arrest and conviction. The announcement echoed across news stations, social media, street corners. Someone, somewhere, knew where he was hiding. Interstate flight to avoid prosecution turned a local murder into a federal manhunt. Resources multiplied. The net widened. I saw him at a gas station in Chester. He's hiding in North Philly. My cousin says he's trying to get to Delaware. Each tip had to be verified. Each sighting investigated. Resources stretched thin. But Armand knew these streets, knew how to disappear. Had friends who owed him favors and enemies who feared him enough to help. Travel preparations emerged. Fake ID purchases, cash withdrawals, talk of leaving the country once he handled business. The streets have their own laws. Armand's network ran deep. Former cellmates, old crew members, people who owed him, people who feared him. They formed a wall of silence. Chester Police and Philadelphia Police struggled to coordinate. Different jurisdictions, different systems, different priorities. Time lost in translation. Some family members cooperated fully. Others stayed quiet, not from loyalty to Armand, but from fear. They knew what he was capable of.
Yeah, but see, this is why I played this show, because this is what's being promoted right now in the women. This is basically what Summer Walker was talking about. And that's the whole reason I'm playing this video, yo, because that mentality that she carries of using men and just get what you want from them, and yo, it creates these type of situations, man. And it's not debatable. This is a prime example of what Summer Walker was talking, what was telling to her supporters.
manhunt drained resources, overtime costs mounting, other cases piling up, pressure from the community, pressure from the media. Everyone wanted Armand caught yesterday. The question burned in everyone's mind. Where was Armand Hilton? Was he hiding in plain sight? Had he fled the state? The country? Was someone sheltering him? While police continued their search for justice, 3 children quietly gather each year to celebrate what they now call a heavenly birthday, a tribute to their late mother, Tiffany. The weight of her absence sits heavy, but it's the eldest daughter who has stepped into her mother's shoes, holding the family together.
I think this is an agenda. It's an agenda, and that's the whole point of this video. That's why it's called the agenda on. This is another attempt to separate the black family, and they are succeeding. They succeeding. Ain't like it's not working. You understand? The agenda that listen to sweet stuff. She been arguing all day, not making no sense. She still thinks she right. Yo, they running to play on black women, yo, just like they ran to play on black men. And it was successful on black men, and it's successful on black women. I'm just trying to bring awareness to what the fuck is going on.
Strength beyond her years. On one of Tiffany's birthdays after her passing, the eldest daughter poured her heart out in a deeply emotional post. Happy birthday, Mommy. Since your passing, I've handled every single special day just like you would have. Every year, you went all out for your birthday. It's literally a holiday, Lo. But this year, I just wanted to enjoy my siblings without the pressure of planning a big event or entertaining everyone, while still trying to accept that you're not here anymore. We did things a little different this time. We miss you so much. I hate that you're not here, but I'm so grateful to be able to take care of these little ones just like you did. You really built me Ford tough. Your legacy will live on. It's a heartbreaking yet powerful reflection of love, loss, and resilience. Even in her absence, Tiffany's strength lives on through her children, especially the daughter who now carries her spirit forward.
Yeah, I see that shit.
Tiffany Wade's case revealed painful cracks in the system, gaps that far too often go unnoticed until it's too late. It reminded us how easily we overlook red flags, how we sometimes normalize threats, thinking they're just words. But for Tiffany, those words turned deadly. The hardest truth? How many other women are living Tiffany's story right now? How many are one property transfer away from violence?
Yeah.
How many are counting down to a prison release date, knowing what might come next?
See, now he's running the story. He running the false narrative. I don't think he wanted to kill that girl, man. All he wanted was his motherfucking possessions, or what he, the portion of. I don't even think he wanted it all. You know what I mean? I think he just wanted a portion of what the fuck, he contributed. You know what I mean? If you took that shit and you turned it into something else and you moved on, cool, but don't fuck me over. You feel me? And that's what the fuck be going on, because that's what's being promoted. Like, yo, the whole point of this video was to explain to y'all, to show y'all what the fuck is going on out here. I've been talking about it, but I don't think I ever really showed y'all or explained what the fuck is going on until you see Summer Walker and some of the things that she's saying. It's indicative of what a lot of these women are believing. I mean, it's like she's the spokesman. But what I'm saying is, yo, that is not helpful to the black community at all. It's not helpful, yo. It's not beneficial in no way, shape, or form. It's not beneficial in no way, shape, or form, yo. All it's going to do is separate us. And the next 15 to 20 years is going to be just like it was when they ran to play on black men. And we look back and be like, damn, yo, they fucked us again. That's what it's going to be, yo. It's going to be, they fucked us again. Just like I told y'all, like black fatherlessness. In the 60s, yo, we was in two-parent households at almost 70%. How did it go from 70% to in the 30s in 30 years? 30 years ain't a long time, yo. That is a serious decline. And the way it was done, it was perpetrated through entertainment, through propaganda. So eventually, if you run a lie long enough, it becomes the truth. At least to some people, they can make a lie your reality. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what's going on right now with black women, y'all. That's why you got Sexy Reds. That's why you got the gangster girls rapping drill music, and it's being promoted. It's corporate dollars being pressed behind it because the ultimate goal is to keep the family separated so we can ultimately manipulate the children. That's the goal. You know what I mean? It's hard to manipulate the children if it's two parents in a household, man. It's hard to get the kids, yo, because a lot of times you work in different shifts. If one parent there, the other one ain't, and vice versa. But when it's only one parent in the house, now the kids of a family member house, you don't know what these people is teaching your kids. They might be at a daycare. You don't know what the fuck going on there. They might be, you understand? It's totally different. Like, I never allow other people to raise my children. You feel me? Like, I wasn't one of them fathers who dropped my kids over a different family member's house. Even family members. Like, you don't know what's being taught to your kid when you ain't around. I need to know what my kids is learning at all times. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not really into letting outside influences raise my children. But when you're doing it alone, you really can't control it. You really can't control it. You know, you can try your best, but sometimes your best ain't even good enough. You said some men be better. So you crazy motherfucker. I think men trying. I think everybody's trying. What I'm talking about, I ain't talking about being better. I'm talking about the agenda, the lies is being told. It's lies being told right now, man, to women, man, and they believe in it, you know, because it sounds good. You know, everybody loves a good lie, man. I don't think Summer Walker believes none of that shit. Based off that interview and her contradicting her own statement, she don't believe none of that shit. I mean, she's just talking, yo. I think she's been paid. You know, and a lot of these songs that these people put out, they don't write them bitches. They just sing them. You understand? I think it was it Sierra that dissed Carrie Hilson in a song that she didn't write? Wasn't that Sierra and she talked about it? She's like, man, I didn't even write that song. But it was a diss to another artist. Like how a writer's writing disses to other artists that you don't even have a problem with. Wasn't that Sierra and Carrie Hilson? Or was it Carrie? It was Carrie Hilson and Beyonce. It was Carrie Hilson and Beyonce. Let me see. Carrie Hilson says she didn't write song that dissed Beyonce.
She didn't want to diss Beyonce. But she was forced to. Carrie Hilson just broke her silence on one of the biggest music scandals from the 2010s. Remember her infamous Turnin' Me On remix that sounded like a Beyonce diss?
You can dance, she can sing, but need to move it to the left, to the left. She need to go half and baby, she need to sit down, she fading.
Well, according to Carrie, those weren't even her words. In a new interview, she revealed that producer Paulo Day don't pressured her to record lyrics written by someone else, and when she refused, he allegedly threatened to block her entire album from being released.
It's a regret. It's a regret, but not in the way that people would think, because that's a song that I actually didn't write. Those are not my words.
You understand? Do you see what's going on, man? This is what I be trying to explain to people, man. Yo, they don't be writing this shit. That's how you know it is an agenda. Who is so... Well, why is there a group of people so hell-bent on causing destruction in the black community? You know, it's a group of people that, you know, they feast off of that. Yo, a lot of times, I don't think these people are saying their own words. I think they're reading the script. But that's why I say, yo, black sellouts is the biggest issue. Historically, not back in the past and in the present, is the biggest issue in the black community. It's the sellouts. So you got black sellouts like Summer Walker pushing rhetoric that her supporters who don't understand this concept of media manipulation, they don't understand that it's a group of people that love to sow division in the black community. They don't understand this shit. Like they don't go that deep into things. They take everything on face value. So they believe these things and they internalize it and start living it. Meanwhile, the artists that rapped it and sang it and promoting it, they living totally different behind closed doors. Like my man reading here. He was talking about Beyonce and Ciara. Yo, they got some of the most independent black women songs ever. And they both married today. They both married with children today. But the people that listen to them songs and believe them songs and live their life accordingly to them songs is single some motherfucking way. I'm just saying, don't fall for the same play twice. Yeah, babe. Don't fall for the same play twice. They done tricked the black man. They done told the world the black man was dangerous, was violent. You know, we super predators. You know, that was the word that they used. They said that we were super predators. And people believed it. Yeah, man? And people believed it. So much so that people started treating us as if that's who we are as a group. Not individually. You know, because America doesn't separate the two. You know, once a group of people are deemed a problem, even if it's a small group, America tends to treat the whole group like that. That's why you got the narrative of black women are rude, disrespectful, loud. That's not all black women. Raunchy. You know, it's not all black women. But you got Sexy Red and all the rest of them motherfuckers promoting that shit on a larger level. You know, they are the faces of black women across America and abroad. So when other people see y'all, that's what they see. They see Sexy Red. The whole time you ain't shit like her. Yeah, man, you don't even listen to her music. But since she's been promoted the way she's been promoted, and like I said, I hate to pick on her, but she's just an example. Since she's been promoted the way she's been promoted, when you go outside, that's what some people are going to see. It's a play. But I gotta get ready to get my kids from school. I'm off today, so we're gonna be live. Yeah, it's getting late, 1:45. We're going to be live again. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure if you want to support the platform, Cash App Baltimore Swag. It's another day of KBG News.